Good evening, friends. I am CV Sharma, back with another video here, and then there's another problem. A particle is projected vertically upwards from a point A on the ground. So let's draw the situation. This is the point A on the ground, and then it is projected vertically up. So something like this. It's projected like this, vertically up, and on the ground. It takes time t1 to reach the point B, but it still continues to move. Somewhere there is a point B is there, and it touches this point B, and then it moves up. Okay, so it took a time of t1. So there is a crux here. It took a time of t1 to reach this point. This is the point A from which it is projected. It took a time of t1 to reach the point B, but it still continues to move. It start moving up still. If it takes further time t2 to reach the ground from the point B, it went like this, and it has fallen like this to the ground, and from B to the ground. Okay, this entire time interval is t2. So it took a time of t2 to reach the ground from the point B. Then the height of the point B from the ground is. So this is the question. So we had to solve this. So the what is the time taken by the particle to reach the highest point? This is one way of calculating, that is t1 plus t2 by 2. That is the highest point. This will be the time, and therefore the initial vertical velocity of the particle u is equal to gt. You can use this equation. So v equal to u plus at. Using that, you can do this, and therefore the height of B from the ground, h is equal to ut1 minus half gt1 square. So you can substitute this one in this, and then to calculate the crux. Okay, that is one way of doing it. There is another way of doing the same problem. So we can calculate the velocity at the point B, and then we can go ahead. That is the other way of doing it. And now, the time relation, how do I get t1 plus t2 by 2? That also I'm going to explain this. And now the total, so you can think like the total time it took for journey. Okay, it took for journey. So that's very easy. So the total time it took for the journey is nothing but t1 plus t2. This we are sure. So how do I get t1 plus t2 by 2? That we'll see now. So what is the time it took for the total journey? That is this much. And now what is the vertical y displacement? So it is moving in the straight line. So it has reached to the same point. It has gone up and it went down. So the vertical displacement as it has reached the ground, we use the equation s is equal to ut plus half at square, as simple as that. And now a is, that minus g, and u is that is the initial velocity with which it is projected, and the displacement s is 0 because it has started from the ground and reached the same point. Initial final point are same. So you can write 0 is equal to u. This time what is the time it took for the complete journey? That is t1 plus t2 minus half g t1 plus t2 whole square. So this is how we can write. So this is the total time it took, right? So you can find the u even from this. You can see this. So here t1 plus u into t1 plus t2 happens to be like is equal to half gt1 square of t1 plus t2 whole square. Like this you can do. You can do like this. You need not go by this also, but anyway, we'll come to this. How we get t1 plus t2 by 2, that also we'll see. So maximum height, yeah, we will get it. You'll understand this. T1 and T2, these are gone. And now you have the equation u is equal to half g t1 plus t2. So that equation we got in this method also. So half g t1 plus t2. That equation, the same equation we got in this method also. That is for displacement mode. So the displacement mode method, we got it. I'll explain this once again, don't worry. This is called displacement method. The displacement mode method we got, or we can call this as vector mode method. In this you got this u, and after getting that you can calculate height h. H is equal to ut minus half gt square. You can use this, where t1 is the time it took to cover the height of h up to b, a to b. So you can substitute this one here and you can get the height. So that is one way. So in between, how do we get this T1 plus T2 by 2? That T1 plus T2 by 2 is the time to reach the maximum height. The time to reach the maximum height is called time of ascent. Time of ascent is U by G. Okay, U by G. So U is what we got is half G into T1 plus T2. So you have half G into T1 plus T2 here. So you substitute that divided by G, and GG gets cancelled. So half T1 plus T2. This is how you get the time of ascent. The time of ascent is the time it takes to reach the maximum height. So that's the complete story of this problem. And I will explain this once again on the whiteboard so that you will understand this in a much better way. So let's move on to the whiteboard now. So here, so in detail, I'm explaining this problem for you so that you will all understand this. So this one is there. Now this here the top line is the maximum height. It has the projectile. In fact, the projectile in one-dimensional motion. This is situation. So this is the point A from which the projectile is being projected. There is a point B somewhere here, and the maximum height is attained at the point C. So the maximum height is attained at the point C. These are the things what you have. And now to reach the point B, it will cover a height of h, and it took a time of t1. And it is like this. It went from the point B onwards. It went to the top, and I'll change the color so that you will understand now. And then it will fall down to the bottom like this. And then from the point B, so I'm showing the arrow downwards. The green one is downwards. Downwards refers to it. It has reached the point C. So it has reached the point C. After reaching the point C, that is brown, I'm showing you. So it has reached the point C. And after that, that is crossing the limit B. Up to limit B took a time of t1. And from B to C and back to A, it took a time of t2. B to C and then back to A, it took t2. And now what is the total time? That is t1 plus t2. Total time of journey is time of journey. That is actually t1 plus t2. That is the total time it took for the journey. And now we know that the displacement. So let's calculate using the things using the displacement mode. So what is this displacement mode? So what is the ultimate displacement for the total journey? Displacement for total journey. What is the displacement for the total journey? The starting, this is starting point, A is the starting point, and it has reached the same point A. So the displacement for the total journey is 0. So we use the equation S is equal to ut plus half a t square. Now what is A here? U is the initial velocity with which we started, and A is the acceleration due to gravity, which is always minus 2 because it is directed downwards. So this point you have to remember. And S is 0. So we'll put 0 on the side. And again, U into what is the total journey time? That is T1 plus T2. That is the total journey time. T1 plus T2. That is the total journey time. So T1 plus T2 plus, okay, sorry, minus half. Why minus? Because a is minus g. So we write minus, or you can put plus, and again a is minus g. You can substitute. I am not taking that. So minus half g into t1 plus t2 whole square. That is equal to 0. So you can write u into t1 plus t2. That happens to be half g into t1 plus t2 whole square. So t1 plus t2 you can cancel on either side, and you know very well that the sum of the times that need not be equal to 0. That's why that's the reason you can cancel on both sides. So you can have u is equal to half g into t1 plus t2. Let us keep this equation aside. This is equation 1. And if I know u, I can calculate the height straightforward. The height can be calculated by using the equation up to the point B. What is the height it has reached up to the point B we want? So u t1 minus half g t1 square. So this is the equation we'll use. So instead of u, we'll substitute half g t1 plus t2. So let's calculate the height. H is equal to, u will substitute. So that is half g t1 plus t2. You have already t1 multiplying here, minus half g t1 square. This is what you have. Now let me rub this diagram so that I'll get some space to work. So here and you have half g t1 into t1. So you can multiply here, half g into t1 is t1 square, and t1 into t2 is t1 t2. So this is what you have, minus half g t1 square. This is what you have. And now half g we multiply inside once again, half g t1 square plus half g t1 t2 minus half g t1 square. This is how you have. Half g t1 square is cancelled. So the height what it reached is half g t1 t2. That's the answer for you. That's the required answer. But there is another thing. What is the time it took to reach the maximum height? That also we'll solve now. So time it took to reach the maximum height is called time of ascent. Time of ascent of is given by uy divided by g in an advanced way to understand this. So uy happens to be a vertical velocity in y direction. So that is, what is u? Uy is u only here, u by g. So you have this u is equal to half g t1 t2. So that will substitute here, half g t1 plus t2. So whole divided by g, and then gg gets cancelled. And then what you get is t1 plus t2 by 2. That is the required time of ascent. Time of ascent is the time required to reach the maximum height. That is time of ascent, time required to reach maximum height. So these are the ideas what you need to solve this problem. So I hope you understood the problem clearly, and then I hope you like this video, and thank you all. If you still have any doubts, you can put up your comments in the comment section, and always more the subscriptions I get, more encouragement, and I will like to do a lot of videos for you all. And thank you all. Thanks for watching the video, and please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all.